The Flash series finale aired not even like a full day for some of you. And we're already discussing spinoffs. What could happen? Will there be any? Not in CW particularly, but like anything on Max or Netflix or whatever. But this was being discussed before the series finale even aired, of Tom Cavanagh having a pitch for a Reverse Flash spinoff, which I'm going to be talking about in this video. And then next week, I'll be talking about the other potential spinoffs that could happen that were set up in the series finale. And then some more stuff, because we learned a lot today about season 10, what it would have been if we got it, and some more stuff. So, subscribe, notifications on if you want to be notified for those videos. Yeah. So, this was from, I don't remember exactly the article. I think it was Entertainment Weekly. I could be wrong on that. But I'm sure, you'll be seeing it on screen when I start talking about it, which is right now. Cavanagh's pitch has a pitch for a return on a possible Reverse Flash spin-off project. Again, this is by Tom Cavanagh, who plays Thawne, Wells, all the 20 different Wells. Here's my pitch. What if Reverse Flash, with all his villainy, fell for a civilian, and then suddenly that complicated his agenda? Where would he go with this Paramar, and how would it affect him? Would he then be able to carry through on his designs of destroying Barry? The reason we didn't do that on The Flash was because you need to call that show Reverse Flash. We've got The Flash, which I wholeheartedly support. That being said, I think there's room in the multiverse on The Flash is over for us to explore that, and so that's my pitch for a Reverse Flash spinoff. That sounds amazing, because with Tom playing Reverse Flash, I think he could do it amazingly. We've kind of already gotten like Reverse Flash season 8 with Matt Letcher returning, having a love interest. But the thing is, he was a good version of Thawne that didn't know anything about his hate for Barry. So we never really saw that. And also, Tom brings up the multiverse. You could easily do that on Earth Prime more than anything else. But I also think it would be very interesting here, because if if it happens, let's just assume it happens, gets picked up on Max or Netflix or whatever, they could potentially bring Grant back like every season. They could do what they did with Tom on The Flash, but with Grant on the Reverse Flash show. Wouldn't that be cool? We could still see Grant as the Flash and still have, Thawne's own show. I think that'd be worth it. Thawne is the most liked villain on this show, on The Flash, in the Arrowverse in general. He's up there with Slade, Slade and Dazzler, same person. Prometheus, Zoom, Butterwork, Cobalt Blue for some of you, Malcolm. He's like top 2, I think, what I've seen the most around the Arrowverse community. I think this would be an amazing spinoff for The Flash, and it would work so well. Everyone loves Tom Cavanagh as Reverse Flash. And the thing is, he wouldn't really be overused because it's his own damn show. We wouldn't be complaining about, it should be mad, or, well, I guess people will still complain about that. Unless it's from the multiverse, then you can explain it that way. But it would still be the same Thawne from the CW show that has fought Grant since season 1, before season 1, that took over Wells' body, that took his face, that decides to put his face on to screw with Barry. That would be the Thawne we're getting. And that's not saying we could never see Matt again as Reverse Flash if this show happens, because I'm sure we would. But it would be mainly Tom Cavanagh. And he's willing to do it. Let's get it done then. Let's get this going. This would be, I think, the best spinoff done for the Arrowverse. And the best part is, it would still get the Arrowverse going in live action. And again, we could get Grant back every season if they do that. As the Flash, just for the finale. You know, and it could be this massive setup. And the thing is, too, it'd be following the villain. It wouldn't be following the hero. Which could potentially mean Barry could get killed off. Right? We've killed Thawne off a few times. Could kill Barry off now if they do that. In 9 years, people were complaining, oh, we never killed Barry off because of the writing. Even though we killed him off like 3 times in the series, but people still complain about it. You bring him in this show like a season finale. And this show could go on for a good length of time. I mean, if like this is just like season 1, like season 2 could be like Thawne during Crisis, or Thawne during, I don't know, the events before season 7, or, you know, something. Like, you could easily rope in his origins, or do his origins. You could bring Matt back for his origins of his own show in season 2, if you wanted. That could easily work. Easily be able to do. With the right writers, the right platform, and the right budget, this show could last a long time. Not as long as Arrow or Flash. I think 5 seasons this show could last for. That's my genuine belief in this show. If they do it. If they do it, I would watch this show nonstop. There are so many potentials for spin-offs, and it doesn't seem like anything is happening. The fact that Tom is full willing to do this show, to do the Reverse Flash spin-off project, doesn't need to be on CW. And you can't tell me that no one at Netflix or no one at Max or no one at any network did not see this article and read that and go, that's a cool idea, let's not jump on it. What the hell? You have someone who's willing to do a show that's bouncing off of a very popular show. No matter what you think of it, The Flash brought in numbers for the CW. It did. It was one of the CW's most popular shows like Superman and Lois for almost a decade. Like, if this show were to happen, it would unflinchingly, undoubtedly bring in numbers for whatever it's on. Whether that be Netflix, Max, another network, they could easily do it. Easily do it. And you know what? The writing wouldn't even matter. Because who would it be about? Thawne. The writing for Thawne is like all over the place regardless. You try to figure out Thawne, like his whole story arc throughout the last 9 seasons, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be going in a loop. Like, you're not going to get past season 1. Maybe season 2 if you're lucky. But, like, that's Thawne's arc here. Like, we don't know much about, well, we know a lot, but, like, it's all over the place. But it works because it's Reverse Flash. And the thing is, too, it would be about Thawne and this person that he would inevitably fall for. But it wouldn't engage in a team. The number one problem with the CW show since season 4 through season 9 was Team Flash. Even in some parts of season 3 with Team Flash. It had its problems. Barry was always relying on them. Thawne, for the past 9 years we've been with him as a character with Tom and Matt, he has never once relied on a team. Even in the series finale, when Thawne, Zoom, Savitar, Godspeed, Cobalt Blue were all teamed up, no matter what you think of it, the fact is, Thawne did not rely on his team, that team, I should say, to get what he wants done. As a matter of fact, he was willing to backstab all of them to get what he wants, which is to destroy Barry Allen's life. That's what he wants. That's his goal. That was set up in 910. That was set up in Armageddon during Season 8. That was set up in the back half of Season 8 with Thawne and Negative Forces arc in 819 and 820. That was set up in 804 and 805. That's been set up since the pilot of the show with Thawne. We have a character. You release a 2-minute trailer of this show, you're getting people hooked. It ain't that hard. You just don't do it on CW. Do it on Netflix. Do it on Max. Do it on anything. And you release a trailer for this, and everyone's hooked. Like that. Like that. Like that. You will hook people on this show in a minute. Not even a minute. Like 5 seconds. You see Tom as Thawne in his own show. You got a seller. You look at the numbers. A lot of people prefer Tom over Matt as Thawne. You could bring Matt back in the show. Like I said, origin story, you can do that in like Season 2. You could do flashbacks like Arrow did. Where like the present day scenes are Tom. And then I guess the flash forwards it would be, right? Because in the future would be the origin story. Now, you could say, oh, we should have done that in a show. Yeah, but this would be a show about the Reverse Flash, not the Flash. And again, the only character that would really be the main lead would be Thawne. And even though he would have a relationship with someone on some level, this would still be Thawne. And the thing is, nothing would be predictable. Because Thawne is not predictable. Anytime Thawne's been on this show, I genuinely mean this, has anyone ever predicted its next big move? No. In 804, or sorry, at the end of 803, when we found out about Reverse Flashpoint, we didn't know what the it was. In 819, when Tom Thawne ripped Mastodon's face off of his own face, did anyone expect that? No. In Season 1, all the plot twists and turns with Thawne. In Season 2, the same. In Season 4, the same. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Whenever Thawne is involved, it is never, ever predictable. That's amazing television. Nothing that's predictable, and you could try to think about it, but you won't be able to figure it out. Not sure the show goes on for 9 seasons. It might be. But this would be an incredible and amazing, glorious way to keep the Arrowverse going by doing its first ever villain show spinoff. This isn't like Black Lightning and Painkiller. Remember that? Black Lightning was going to do a spinoff with Painkiller. Why do you think it didn't work? Because the villain was not that popular. He wasn't. Thawne is the most highly rated villain in the Arrowverse or any DCTV show, period. The numbers are there. You have a show that can keep the Arrowverse going, that can rank in money, ratings, and numbers all at the same time, with just Tom in the show alone. Someone should take it. Take it. Write it. Get it produced within the next 2 to 3 years, and you have the Arrowverse continuing to live. That is all you need. It ain't that hard. It really genuinely isn't. And I hope that Tom pushes for this, hardball. He needs to push for this. I want this to happen. As a Reverse Flash fan, I want to see this happen. As a Flash fan, I want to see this happen. It'd be so cool. And you can't tell me I'm the only one that thinks that way, because I damn well know I'm not. If you're a fan of Thawne, you should be excited for this. So let's get excited about it. Let's try to get the word out that Thawne wants to do this show, because he clearly does. And let's try to see if we can get anything to work on the show. Let's genuinely try to do that. Because it might end up doing something for all we know. I mean, Thawne is so devoted to this role. He's come back every single time that they have called him to come back as Thawne. Even when he was done being series regular, he's still devoted his life to being the Reverse Flash when they need him to be the Reverse Flash. They call him and he answers. He is willing to come back full time for a full-on series. Let's bleeping do it. Let's get this done. This should have been done years ago, to be honest with you. But we can get the Arrowverse to continue to live, and on top of that, create amazing television and superhero content, supervillain content that has never been done before in live action or anything else. You can't tell me I'm the only one on this planet that wants that to happen, because it would be amazing. I hope it happens. I hope Tom Cavanagh does not stop pushing for this. And I hope that something comes of it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.